What makes Arcane so special? It's officially been 1 week since the finale of Arcane Season 2 aired on Netflix, and since then, it has left the viewers in a frenzy, inspiring them to create countless videos, edits, art pieces, and even articles, making Arcane one of the highest rated Netflix series. So it begs the question, what makes this series so special? Well, there is not one thing you can isolate and acknowledge to be the definite factor. It's all a synchronization between the complex characters, music, and intricate narrative structure. But one thing stands out among the rest, and that's the cinematography. By definition, cinematography is the art of visual storytelling, utilizing mise-en-scène to enhance a film and tell a very vivid and clear story to the viewers. For those who don't know, mise-en-scène is a film term which refers to everything being shown on screen, and that includes props, clothing, set design, lighting, and makeup. Pretty much everything you see on screen is curated to the director's liking for our enjoyment. But for any film to be successful, cinematography cannot be overlooked, and the creators of Arcane definitely understood this assignment, taking simple fundamentals and using it in exceptional ways, masterfully using various camera angles, camera movements, and maximizing on the fact that it's an animated film, pushing the limits of what they couldn't achieve with an IRL film. Now, you might be thinking that the use of camera angles seem like a minor detail, but you'd be surprised how different angles can change the feel of a scene or even the subject in frame, taking a person from looking amiable and nice to looking powerful and intimidating. The creators of Arcane use this technique when showing certain strong characters like Ambessa and Rictus. They also use a ridiculous amount of close-up shots to capture the emotions of the characters, and to also make more intimate moments feel, well, more intimate. I remember this specific scene when Jace came back from the future and he was having a series of flashbacks showing his distraught. This scene was beautiful. It might seem simple to the naked eye, but the bird's eye view looking down on Jace and the quick cuts in between shots paired with the scrumptious camera movements gave the viewers a view through Jace's eyes, putting them in the exact frame of mind that Jace was in at the moment, which was confusion. Another really good example of camera movements conveying meaning was when Jace was talking to Salo/Victor when he just came back from the future. The frame was a behind the shoulders shot showing Jace's back, and as Salo switched to Victor's personality, the camera quickly moved from left to right or right to left. And this detail is kind of small, but it added so much more impact and meaning to the scene, showing us the viewers that the person switched completely. And there are countless other examples that I could pull on, some of which are just stylistic decisions which made the frame more visually appealing and interesting, but none of this would be as impactful if the creators never utilized the art style or animation the way that they did. Arcane primarily used 3D animation because of the character models, but a vast majority of Arcane is also painted, and then VFX and textures are added, giving it a very distinguished look compared to pretty much any other animation we've seen this year. But Arcane uses art style very loosely. In Season 2, when Kate was burying her mother, we got a very somber and slow-paced sequence, and the background was done in charcoal or black and white. Black and white in most cultures represent good and evil, or life and death, and in some cultures it even represents internal struggle and isolation. The way Arcane conveys emotion is immaculate. In episode 7 as well, when we had the scene with Powder and Echo, the style in this seemed very similar to what we were used to, but you got a very blurred background, and also the frame rate dropped significantly. They intentionally dropped the frame rate to 4 frames per second, which represented the amount of time that Echo can rewind time. Overall, Arcane stands out among the rest because they didn't try to save any time on detail and quality. Every scene on screen is carefully thought of. The writing was immaculate, and composition of the animation was beautifully done. The songs they used, the animation styles, the camera framing, the camera movements, the VFX, the edits was intentionally placed in this series to convey emotion, feeling, and just to make everything so perfect. But let me know what you guys think down below in the comments, and subscribe for more content.